Yeah.
Okay.
Jai Gajanan. Ganeshaya Namastubhyam. Herambaya Ekadantine. Swanandavasine Tubhyam. Brahmanaspataye Namaha. Yesterday we were discussing about King Pruthu. King Pruthu, descendant of Dhruva in the Dhruva dynasty or in that lineage. We saw that he actually we were looking at in Dhruva's lineage was that Vena, whose father was Anga, and Vena, he was a very cruel person, and so they finally all his people, his subjects, got so fed up of him, they killed him. And from his left side manifest, and they churned that because the sages and Brahmins, they had knowledge of mantras, they churned him. And from his left side emerged one evil person, a devil, a kind of a short person with big mustache and with yellow eyes and all. And who was named as Nishad. They sent him to the forest. And from his right side, and who actually was the founder of this Nishad tribe, who were fishermen. Then from his right side came this Lakshmi and Vishnu, who manifested, and then from them came King Pruthu. He became acclaimed. The male person, the Vishnu, who manifested from the right side of King of this Vena, was King Pruthu. And we saw how, because of the bad deeds of Vena, people had to suffer. The earth had to suffer, and she just gobbled up. She just swallowed all the food, the crops, and everything. And finally, even when King Pruthu, he prayed, he did all kinds of requests, but nothing happened. And Mother Earth was refusing to yield, means even give crops, tree plants. So he mounted the arrow on his bow and wanted to, he directed it at Mother Earth. Mother Earth then got frightened and manifested as a calf, and as a cow, and as a cow she manifested, and then she prayed to him. And that was Vasundhara. She prayed to him, please spare me, I'm a woman and all that. And after, so and from her, this various things got manifested. How Brahmadeva, we saw how Brahmadeva, so how Brahaspati made Brahmadeva as a calf, and uh, and requested from this Vasundhara to give the Vedas. So in that manner, one by one, Vedas, knowledge, Yagna Karma, the light of the sun, all started manifesting, and the Prithvi was restored to the earlier prosperous condition as it was before this devastation caused by this King Vena. Okay, so now Prithu was ruling this kingdom after Prithvi was re-established, and he ruled righteously. He was a very dutiful king. People were happy. He decided, and he ruled the entire earth. The whole of Prithvi was ruled by King Prithu. He decided to conduct Ashwamedha yagnas. So even at these Ashwamedha yagnas, gods came from heaven. Brahmadeva, Shiva, Vishnu, all of them attended this this Ashwamedha yagnas. But in the middle, when the 100 Ashwamedha yagnas, if a king performs, he will become the Indra, next Indra of the Indralok, Swarga, the king of gods. So Indra is a king of gods. So he will be able to go to Swarga and become the king of gods. So now Indra got frightened. Everybody kissa kursika. They are frightened about their own chair. So see, Indra started getting frightened. Now this King Pruthu, if he does 100 Ashwamedha Yajna, he will take my place. So he started interrupting this yagnas. So after about 60 yagna or so, somewhere in between, he assumed a form of a sannyasi and came there. He He came and as a sannyasi, and then he just stole the horse and went away. But this King Pruthu's son saw this Indra, so noticed that this is Indra, not a sannyasi, and so he fought him and pulled back the horse and brought it back to the kingdom, and somehow he allowed this Indra to go. Then after that, Indra disguised himself as Shiva, and with carrying that mendicant with all bhasma and everything applied on his forehead and all over his body, and he came disguised as Shiva. Again, he tried to take the horse away. Again, Prithu's son saw Indra. He's noticed that this is not Shiva, but Indra in disguise of Shiva. And so again, he fought with that with him and took back the horse. Like this, Indra interrupted 6 times. So then ultimately, Prithu got tired of this fellow. Indra, how many times he's disturbing my Ashwamedha yagna. So he prayed to Brahma. And so Brahma intervened. He told Indra, "See, you're not supposed to intervene like this. You cannot disturb the Ashwamedha yagna." Then finally, Brahmadeva said, "Don't worry, you're safe. Your seat is safe. You don't worry about you losing the seat." So on 99th yagna, Prithu stopped. Prithu did not complete the 100th yagna. Prithu stopped at 99th yagna because he had promised to Brahmadeva, "Don't worry, I will not occupy Indra's seat. Let Indra keep his seat there only. Let him manage that Swargaloka himself." So Prithu stopped at 99, and in that way, Prithu became the Samrat of the earth. Means he got recognition from everybody, because Ashwamedha Yajna means the horse goes to all the kingdoms and nobody disputes. So he was an undisputed king. So in this manner, Prithu was the undisputed king. He was ruling well in a very dharmic manner. He took care of his people, and his fame spread everywhere. Even people in the Swargaloka, the gods became envious, and not envious in the sense they spoke well of him. They said, "See, such a great king." Means they spoke well of Vishnu, of Prithu. So one day, what happened? This Sanat Kumaras, they are the eternal sons of Brahma. The Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara. So these four Sanat Kumaras, they are great yogis. Means they are actually the grandfathers, but they are forever eternally young. They are just small children only they appear to be, and they are great yogis. They decided to remain celibate, as brahmacharis, and they wander around all over the world. So these Sanat Kumaras, one day they said, "Let us go and see this." So much, he seems to be so famous among all the gods, this King Prithvi. Let us go and visit him. So one day they came to the earth and to this kingdom, King Prithu's palace. So King Pruthu, he was astonished first, and then he was very happy seeing this little Sanat Kumaras, and he prostrated to them. He did Ashtang Namaskar. He did Pada Puja, and gave them asanas to sit. Then he said, "What can I do for you? I'm feeling so blessed. My family is blessed. My knowledge, my wisdom, all my penance is blessed by your visit here. In fact, my whole palace, my kingdom is blessed with your presence. Tell me what I can do for you, and what is it that you have, and what instructions do you have for me?" So Sanat Kumaras, they said, "We are so pleased by your humility, your good behavior, the way you're conducting yourself and your kingdom. We just came to visit. Your fame had spread everywhere in the Swargaloka, and everyone is speaking so good of you. So we just wanted to see what to wanted to visit you. So that's why we have come." So then they were just about us. Then they just were was about to go. He said, we want to return to Brahmaloka now, because they were Manasaputras of Brahma. We want to return to Brahmaloka, so please give us permission." So when they were just about to go, so King Pruthu said, "Why to leave them just like that?" So please, we know that, and we know that you are Sanat Kumaras, Manasaputras of Brahma. Please give us that highest knowledge of Brahma. Please give us that, give me that knowledge which by which I can get peace, Shanti. Um, so then they said, okay, indeed, we feel that you deserve this knowledge. So you are worthy of this knowledge. So we shall tell you our own experience. So they start narrating. They said, even we wanted, we were also looking for that highest knowledge. So one day while we were wandering to Kailash, we found that Shiva, who was considered Mahadeva, Shankara, like he himself is considered as a supreme being, supreme Brahma. He himself was worshipping Ganesha. So we were surprised that why is Shankara, who's considered like he's above the others, like Shakti, Surya, and Vishnu, because who actually maintain the world. Shiva is separate in the sense he is detached, and he is in a sahaja state, and he does nothing, and so he's just at peace always, always in meditation. So we thought that he was supreme, but now we found him actually worshipping Ganesha. So we were surprised. So we went and we asked him, Shankara, whom do you worship? So Shankara said, see, I am only a Sahaja Brahma. Somebody has made me also. So that person who has made me, he is someone who has given me his powers. That is why I am able to remain in a Sahaja state. I am in a detached state. I am dispassionate. I am unaffected by anything. Whereas all others, that is Sat Brahma, Asat Brahma, Sama Brahma, that which is Shakti Brahma, Surya Brahma, and Sama Brahma, all of them, they are conducting the various activities of the world, and they are they look after certain dharmas like karma, the karmas, like Surya, Shakti, Asat, Sat, this karma, they are karma brahmas, jnana brahmas, and karma, jnana, and bhakti. So they look after these aspects. They are worshipped as karma brahmas, jnana brahmas, and bhakti brahmas. That is karma, Shakti. Then for Surya Brahma is jnana Brahma, and Sama Brahma, that is bhakti. Bhakti, the deity of worship. So now they are representing those Brahmas, but they also have a Brahma whom they have to worship, from whom they derive these powers. So that is Ganesha. So I will give you that knowledge of Ganesha. Who is this Ganesha? This Ganesha has created all of us Brahma. So just like he gives an example. Now let us take a vana, a forest. In the forest, there are mango trees, apple trees, and other different banana plantations. So in amongst each of them, each of the apple plantations, there are many trees. Together, they form a collection. Similarly, mango trees, there are different kinds of variety. Within mangoes, there are different varieties of mangoes. But mango as a species, a type of tree, it is a collective. So all of these collectives, there is a Lord, and that is Ganesha. So just as all the trees together is a collective, so also all birds together is collective, all food together is a collective, all life-giving forces are a collective, all speech is a collective. We have Anna Brahma, Jnana Brahma, Prana Brahma. That way we have several collectives. And the Lord of all these collectives is Ganesha. These collective means Gana, a collection. So when the collective of all of them, the Lord is Ganesha. So I worship that Ganesha, and that Ganesha, he we don't we he is consisting of the manifest and the unmanifest. What we see as a manifest is only his reflection. That is Bimba, and that is Maya. His aspect which can be manifested as Maya. And from that Maya is Chitta, that is mind consciousness. Everything is a mental projection. From mind only, from thought, from desire, various vrittis of the mind, variations of the mind, that everything gets created. So, and within each of these creation, Ganesha is present. So Ganesha himself, from out of his one aspect, he manifests and exists as this world, and within each of them, he is present. And he is present in order to enjoy each of these aspects of his own self. So that Lord, who is the light of all which is present in all these manifest things, is Chintamani. And the yogis, they try to attain union with this Chintamani. First, they try to see who is the Chintamani. They try to recognize him, know him. And once they know him, all other things vanish. Once they know him, they become him. So that is how yogis become Chintamani himself, and then they are always at peace, because there is no variations, there is no changes, there is no vrittis. So they are at peace. So this is the highest form of knowledge. By knowing Ganesha, you get Shanti or peace. So after explaining all this, Shiva became silent. This is what the Sanat Kumaras are explaining this to Kjng Pruthu. They said that one day when we had wandered to Kailash, we found Shiva worshipping Ganesha, and when we asked him, he gave us this explanation. So that is what we are telling you. So you also, this is the highest knowledge which we learned from Kailash, and which from then we are also practicing that. So we wander around all the lokas by sharing this knowledge to whoever asks of us. So you also do that, do this, practice this. So then they said once, then they also narrated one more incident. They said once we were wandering in, we came to know that Ganesha had assumed or was born as a son in to Kashyapa Rishi. Rishi Kashyap had and his wife had prayed um, to Ganesha that he should manifest as their son. So he manifested. He was born as a child to Rishi Kashyapa, and Kashyapa Rishi was in the kingdom of Kashi. So one day, this child Ganesha had gone to for some work. His parents, Rishi Kashyap, had sent him with some work to the palace, to the king's palace. So the Sanat Kumaras, they came in search of this Ganesha. He had gone to the palace, so they found him there, and then he was playing with some children. And he was, so then they went and they sort of pulled him to the side, and they said, we are Sanat Kumaras, we have come from heaven, and now we are so great, we just came to have your darshan. We came to know that you have manifested as the son of Kashyapa, and so we have just come to have your darshan. And seeing him, they chant one stotra. So we'll see what's that stotra. So this Sanaka, they said, as they chant this stotra, they compose the stotra spontaneously, and they chant Namo Vinayakayaiva Kashyapa Priyasunave Aditerjatarotpanna Brahmacharin Namostute Ganeshaya Sada Maya Dhara Chaita Varjita भक्त्याधीनाय वै तुभ्यं हेरम्बाय नमो नमः त्वं ब्रह्म शाश्वतं देव ब्रह्मणां पतिरोजसा योगादिभेदेन क्रीडसे नात्र संशय आदित्यम आदिमध्यान्तरूपस्त्वं प्रकृतिपुरुषोशस्तथा नादानादौ च सूक्ष्मस्त्वं स्थूलरूपो भवान् प्रभो सुरासुरमयः साक्षान् नरन्नागस्वरूपदृक् जलस्थलादिभेदेन शोभसे त्वं गजानन सर्वेभ्यो वर्जितस्त्वं च मायाहीन स्वरूपदृक् मायामायिकरूपं त्वां को जानाति गतिं परां कथं स्तुमो गणाधीशं योगाकारमयं सदा वेदानशम्भुमुख्याश्च शक्तास्तोतुं गजानन वयं धन्या येन प्रत्यक्षतां गत अस्माकं योगिनां दुण्डे कुलदेवस्त्वमञ्जसाम्. So this they chanted this in praise of Ganesha, to that little Ganesha who was born to Rishi Kashyapa. He said, they say, how much more can we praise? You are everything. You have manifested as everything, and you are the you are the sound itself. You are the gross body. You are the sukshma, the subtle things in this. You are the jala, vayu, all kinds of beautiful things of the earth. You are present. So how much more can we praise you? And we feel blessed that we were able to see you, have your darshan, and pray to you. So saying this, they stood there in silence, in reverence, just hand folded in front of Ganesha. This little Ganesha, he was he accepted, even though he was a child, he was mature because he was an incarnation. So he accepted that, he says that this stotra that you have composed will bless everybody, will anybody who chants it will be blessed with shanti or peace. And you will forever be eternally like Shiva. You will also be devotees of Ganesha. You will become Ganapatyas. Ganapatyas are the devotees of Ganesha, like just like Vaishnavites, we say Shaivite, that is those who are worshippers of Shiva, who consider Shiva as a supreme, they are called Shaivite. Those who consider Vishnu as a supreme Brahma, they are called Vaishnavites. So, like that, those who are worshippers of Ganesha as a supreme, they are called Ganapatyas. So the little Ganesha blessed the Sanat Kumaras like this, and then he went to start playing with the children, with other children. He went to play them. So these Sanat Kumaras, they bowed there. They went to the king of Kashi. They were in the palace. They had come to the palace, so they just met the king of Kashi and paid their respects, and then took leave of him, and they returned to Swargaloka. And then they started observing. Mudgalacharya is narrating to Prajapati, Daksha Prajapati, that this story. So he says, now the Sanakadis who had come there to visit King Pruthu went back to Swargaloka and practiced wherever they were wandering. They practiced all these this knowledge of Ganesha and were absorbed in his worship. So in this way, the King Prithu, he was blessed by such visits of divine beings also in his kingdom. So in this manner, the King Prithu ruled the kingdom very, there was abundance, ample Aishwarya, prosperity in the kingdom during his rule. So in this way, we end this chapter 25th of second part of Mudgal Puran. We will tomorrow we shall see the lineage of Prithu, the other kings in his lineage. How do they rule the kingdom? So, putting everything to one side, let us meditate for the next half hour. Take a deep breath and relax into your body. See that your spine is erect, feet firmly planted on the floor. See that you're grounded. Hands on your laps, palm facing upwards. Eyes gently closed. Bring all your attention to the breath as it flows in and out naturally. Breathe to a count of 10. Inhale to a count of 10 and exhale to a count of 10. If any thoughts come in between, allow it to pass without getting involved in the thoughts. Allow it to pass like a passing cloud, like the scenes on a movie theater. Put all your attention to your breathing. Focusing our attention is difficult. It's not easy because the mind is scattered. The mind is used to indulging in various objects, various actions of pleasure, number of distractions, number of attractions. It likes to go off after every other shiny object. Focusing on one thing requires effort, requires persistent effort. It requires your entire energy to be directed on one single activity. A mind that is not used to or which is not habituated to prolonged focus on one activity is easily distracted. It is a fractured mind. A fractured mind flips from one activity to another. It is not steady. It gets easily bored in one activity. So it looks for changes all the time. Have you not observed this in yourself? It depends on how you are schooled or how you are trained for it. How we grow. In school, we have time slots of 45 minutes or 30 minutes. At college, we have 45 to 1 hour. As we engage in higher subjects, it may go to 1.5 to 3 hours. So, greater time, attention focused on one subject. It's a part of our training to engage our attention in one activity. Even at play, athletes train for long hours, doing the same thing over and over again. Imagine your favorite cricketer who tried desperately to face the bouncers, practicing in the nets to master that stroke. The square cut, the leg glance, to attain that proficiency in that stroke. How much of practice is necessary? Then you develop that skill. It requires attention. It's this practice of developing the muscle of attention, awareness, focus that gives us the skills when we are given a top job. It grooms us to take higher responsibilities in life. It gives us the ability to delve deep into a problem and emerge with a solution. The complexities of issues requires focused attention. The ability to keep a distance from distractions is the strength that gives you the ability to develop your focused attention. The energy leakages through diversions, distractions can be harnessed and to solve complex problems. It's just an attitude, a mindset that you need to develop. Just as in meditation, we focus all our attention on our breathing. It's a practice that we develop over a period of time to strengthen this muscle of attention. Where is this muscle? It's not a physical entity, but it is an unseen power that you develop. A power that can move mountains. A power, when applied diligently, can accomplish wonders. You automatically tend to ignore riffles. Nothing distracts you when you're focused. Just look at a child who's playing with a toy with full attention. He doesn't get distracted even by the call from his mother. He's fully absorbed in that puzzle. Develop healthy habits which prepares you for solving complex issues. We all grow, but many grown-ups are still children in mind. growing in all your faculties, in all aspects of your personality. With age, gives you grace. You will command respect. You don't have to demand it. Positive energies will automatically get attracted to such a person who oozes maturity into every cell. Respect is earned. Automatically, you are blessed with higher responsibilities. Embrace them, accept them. The universe always conspires to bring resources in support. As they say, universe always says yes to whatever you may say. The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Choose long term. You leave the world for the next generation. While you bring the past with you, it is your choice that determines the future of generations. Today, make it a promise to yourself. I shall leave this world a better place than I came into. Let that thought go into every cell of your body. Thank God that you get every new day to redeem that promise to yourself. One more day to grow, one more day to leave this world with full satisfaction. with a promise for another day to redeem that pledge. Though not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe fully into your body with full acceptance. Embody these thoughts. Feel it in the deepest part of every cell. Whatever path you may choose, promise yourself to be fully committed. Visualize the path that you have chosen. Visualize what it takes to make that path your own. What it takes to see your goals fructify. The challenges that you may have on the path. Visualize each one of them. How big is the challenge? what resources you have to face those challenges, which could be used to face those challenges. What resources you need to face them. Visualize for yourself. Dig deep to see what's coming in the way from your own mind. What is that mental conversation? What you say to yourself that prevents you from taking up that task? How do you talk yourself out of doing it? Clear the clutter. Hold on to that one thing that you need. Hold on to that one thing you know that you can do. You can muster courage to do. Commit to do. And then do it. All you have to do is take that one step forward. Develop the can do attitude. And remember, together we can. Slowly bring your attention to your breathing. Wriggle your fingers and toes. Rub your hands together. Cup your palms, place it on the ice. Slowly rub your face. And open your eyes.